Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. Well, play La Bamba in another big way for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Those beautiful alternate jerseys. 21 goals scored by the Edmonton Oilers in 3 games. Wearing those beauties. Just 15 over the last 2 games, but it's incredible. Incredible. The Edmonton Oilers taking down the Winnipeg Jets tonight 6-2, coming off a 9-4 victory over the Seattle Kraken. The Edmonton Oilers just absolutely dominating this one once again. The Winnipeg Jets, giving them a little bit of credit. They fought their way back a little bit into the hockey game, into the third period, got a couple goals. They did have one called back earlier in the hockey game that might have given them a bit of life, but the Edmonton Oilers just came out absolutely rolling in the first period. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Leon Draisaitl, Matt Savoy, Evan Bouchard put the Oilers up 4-0 after one period of play. The rate that this team is scoring goals right now is just absolutely incredible. We've been talking all year about this team struggling to find offense, and at the rate that they're scoring right now, obviously it slowed down through this hockey game, unlike the game against Seattle where the Oilers continue to pour it on. But for the second straight game, they've chased a starting netminder for a team. Eric Comrie, the unfortunate one who was completely decimated tonight by the Edmonton Oilers. In the second period, Curtis Lazar puts the Oilers up 5-0 in the third period. Gabriel Velarde makes it 5-1. David Tomashik getting back into the lineup tonight with the injured Connor Clattenburg. You know that goal. It was a beauty, and it had to feel really, really good. Cole Koepke, I believe is his name, closes out the scoring tonight, making it 6-2. But the Edmonton Oilers just absolutely manhandling the Winnipeg Jets. And as I mentioned in my video earlier today, usually when I see an Oilers-Jets game live, the Oilers tend to struggle, so probably a good thing I wasn't at this one tonight. I got to enjoy the 9-4 victory, but this one was just a lot of fun to watch. There was even a bit of a fight there. Alec Regula in the third period, so good for Regula there, stepping up. I mean, this was a total team effort once again. I was kind of hoping Stu was going to get a shutout tonight, but unfortunately, like I said, the Jets picking up a couple goals there in the third period. The Oilers did everything they absolutely needed to do. They have just been absolutely flying. The goals are coming. As I said, the Oilers had been struggling for offense this year, but the last couple games coming off a shutout to the Minnesota Wild, 9 goals, 6 goals. So if they can kind of spread some of this offense around, it would be even nicer, but we will definitely take these 2 big victories in a row. I mean, we can't look at this as the Edmonton Oilers season being completely turned around. The Winnipeg Jets struggling a bit right now. The Seattle Kraken were definitely struggling before then, but the Edmonton Oilers are doing what they need to do right now. They're just coming out flying. The lines are rolling. They're getting the goaltending when they need it, so there's just no reason to be upset with this team right now. They're absolutely flying, and it's just an absolute joy to watch them right now. So enjoyed the hell out of this one. Loved all the goals tonight. Pretty much all of them pure beauties. A breakaway goal for Leon Draisaitl. Like I said, really happy to see that goal for David Tomashik in the third period after missing all the time he has. Getting back into the lineup tonight, just an absolutely crucial goal for him. We also got this update post-game from head coach Chris Knobloch. Tony reporting here. Chris Knobloch followed up on Connor Clattenburg's eye injury post-game and says he will need a little more time. It will be at least a week that the Oilers will be without Connor Clattenburg. So really sucks for Clatty, but with that big goal for David Tomashik tonight, hopefully that gives him some confidence, and as he stays in the lineup here going forward, hopefully he can produce a little bit more and make his spot on this team a little bit more secure until Connor Clattenburg is officially ready to go. So that was basically the story of this one tonight, but before the game started, Elliot Friedman on Saturday Headlines on Hockey Night in Canada did give us an update on the Tristan Jarry situation Oilers Access summarizing it here. Elliot Friedman on Saturday headlines says the Oilers have legitimate interest in Tristan Jarry, but it's complicated and might not be possible to make a deal because Pittsburgh will not retain. He also mentions that if they do it, the Oilers would want a Stuart Skinner Tristan Jarry tandem. So a few key points there. It's not going to be Stuart Skinner going in this deal. The Oilers want a Skinner Jarry tandem. The reports from last night had the Pittsburgh Penguins retaining 50% of Tristan Jarry's contract. That is clearly not going to happen. Elliot Friedman also added it's going to be hard for the Pittsburgh Penguins to give up on Tristan Jarry right now with the role that they're on, and they're still in a playoff position here. Obviously, that wasn't expected going into this season. Pittsburgh has far exceeded expectations, so we know the Oilers do, I guess we can say officially, have interest in Tristan Jarry. There is definitely something to this, but Elliot Friedman has doubts that this deal could even go through with the Oilers' cap situation. Pittsburgh not willing to retain, so it's going to be a difficult deal for the Edmonton Oilers to pull off. We'll see if it does eventually come to fruition, but that is the latest right now. The Oilers do have interest in Tristan Jarry. They want him in a tandem with Stuart Skinner, but cap is obviously the big factor here for the Edmonton Oilers making all this work. So that's basically all I have for you for tonight, guys. Tristan Jarry, a possibility, but the Edmonton Oilers definitely kicking the Winnipeg Jets' butt tonight. A big 6-2 victory, another total team effort, total team victory. Goals from throughout the lineup. You just love to see it. Let me know your thoughts on the Tristan Jarry situation, on the big victory tonight over the Winnipeg Jets in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.